Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another episode of Summer of Stories to share with you, and it is episode U, which I thought was going to be hard, and guess what? It was. My U story list that I created, which you can go over it on my blog and get for free and printed out, is not as extensive as I thought it should be, but I had a really hard time thinking of U words, and I didn't want to just, throw U words on there that I couldn't even come up with a story for, so I thought that I finally come up with something. It was something new to the list, so I did add it in there. And that's the word ultimate, because that's pretty cool, and you can add it onto a lot of things. Specifically, like when I think of the word ultimate, I think of boy layouts like ultimate frisbee and ultimate BMXing and that kind of thing. But in this case, I'm using it on a nice light pastel layout, and it's called Ultimate Tourist. Which you can probably already guess from the title anyway, so no spoilers there. I have these two papers here from that beautiful travel collection that I keep using from Craftsmith, I believe, or it's Recollections. I'm not sure if they're the same thing anymore. I think they're different, but it's from a Michaels Hot Buy paper pad, and I'm also pairing that with some beautiful pastel papers from the Heidi Swapp Emerson Lane collection, which is perfect. They go very well together. I'm using a pink and yellow here, and then I'm also using a diagonal pink stripe. And my photos will just lay on those, and then I'm going to mat those, once they're matted on those, onto that green mint paper, which is just globes. And I really, really love that paper. I think I have one more sheet of it left, but I'm not 100% sure. I think my problem lately is I'm starting to realize I'm going through supplies, but it doesn't seem like I'm making a dent in my stash. As you guys know, I've been doing at least 2 layouts every week for the summer. So that's how many weeks? For about 12 weeks, so at least 24 layouts, in addition to the other things that I've been doing, so design team layouts, collaboration layouts, Patreon layouts, and all of that. So it's like I'm making a lot of layouts, and I wish it felt like I was making more progress. I think I'm going to make a whole video about this, and if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. But about feeling like you're doing the right things, but nothing seems to be creating the magic for you like it used to. So it's not that I haven't lost my mojo. I still enjoy scrapbooking. I still find design things I want to try out, and that it's just that it's not doing the same thing for me it once did, if that makes sense. Like, I still enjoy it. I still love doing it. Like, it's enjoyable and that sort of thing. It's just that I feel like I'm not making progress in my own storytelling abilities, if that makes sense. But again, I might make a whole video about this, so if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, I am going to sticker crazy this poor layout. And not too crazy, just a few stickers, but I just pulled one there from One Canoe 2, and then I also have the Heidi Swapp set out. I also pulled in a strip here from the Jen Hadfield washi tape strips, which, guys, it still makes me so angry that these are not 12 inches. I don't think I would have bought them had I known, and I do have 2 packs because I hadn't used the first pack when I bought the second pack. But these ones in particular, at least not 12 inches. The other ones might be, because I think it is a taller package, but these are not 12 inches, and it makes me upset. But I just put that on the left-hand side there. And as you guys might know, my How to Kill a Kit with Style focus this month is stamps, so we will be stamping part of the title, so that's fun. And I did do another title with this exact same stamp set a couple months ago. I had another How to Kill a Kit with Style kit with this stamp set in it. Actually, it was probably last year sometime. Maybe. I don't know. My How to Kill a Kit with Style kits kind of get blurred in my mind because they do tend to use the same products. I have a natural gravitation towards certain things. Despite, not having specific style, using all sorts of brands, using all sorts of colors, I still gravitate towards using the exact same things. I don't know if it's just because I want to finish those things, or if it's just because that's what's on top of mind when I start making my next kit. But I'll have a poll over on my YouTube community tab where you guys can go vote for what you want to see, and don't be afraid to make comments on there and suggest me to do something else if you guys find that, I've seen the pastel stuff. Like, this is another pastel layout. I've done tons of pastel layouts. Even though this isn't the theme of this kit, I still gravitate towards pastel layouts, and I think it's just a phase. I find Washington, D.C. to remind me of pastels a lot, especially when we went in the winter. It's just a lot of marble buildings, the gold, there's just not a ton of color or brightness to it, so I tend to go with the pastels, which works out well for me, but it gets repetitive, I understand. So let me know if you guys have any specific suggestions for September's kit. Like I said, I've given some previews to what's coming in the fall because Summer of Stories is almost over, guys. We're on episode U. That's not many left. We don't have many letters of the alphabet left, and don't worry, I am doing all of them. So some fun things in store there, but I do have some interesting things lined up for the fall, which I'll be debuting. I think it's September 1st. I'll have to double check the dates, but the announcement video will go live for that, and then you guys will be able to learn more. I do plan on still doing how to kill a kit with style, but I don't think I'll be uploading as many process videos, and you'll learn more about that as we get closer to September and I start posting more sneak peeks and stuff. But head over to my Instagram if you want to learn more about behind the scenes things, or check out Patreon. I ask them about everything before it happens on YouTube because they are my go-to people. So here are some things that I was talking over while I was talking about other things. I'm currently stamping my title. This is the Lorena alphabet from Pink Fresh Studio. I created a cluster in the bottom right using that typewriter from One Canoe 2, that ampersand from Heidi Swap, and that puffy sticker, which was not in my kit, which is from Pink Fresh Studio. And I've also been really, really obsessed with Pink Fresh Studio lately. I don't know if it's just because I have a lot of their new stuff in my stash and I want to keep using it, or what, but really love their stuff right now. Created a cluster in the top left there with 2 stickers, one from Heidi Swap and one from One Canoe 2. And I apologize, my head keeps showing up when I'm stamping. I really want to make sure I'm stamping right, so my head often pops in. And I really love these alphabets because they can connect so easily. I do plan on going back with a marker, I think, and then connecting the T and the I, but that scares me as well, so maybe I won't be doing that. We'll see. And that's the first half of my title there. Now I do plan on using stickers for the other half, so don't worry about that. Originally I was going to stamp the whole thing, and then I thought that's going to take up a lot of room. It's going to look a little funny because there's a lot of T's, and I think the T in this particular set, I don't like it because that long extra cross, it's just not my fave. But here I'm going to go in with one sticker from the Reset Girl collection that I included, and it's just 2 hexagons, and I cover up the third with the typewriter, so I just stick with the color scheme there. But this is a pretty plain layout, I will say. I did like that it's a sort of grid background so that I can use that for journaling very easily. And I will also say that I've been hoarding these papers. So this paper, travelogue paper, I thought would be perfect for another type of project where essentially you put this in the front of your album and then you'd outline everything that happens within your travel album. So like if you had a cruise, it would have all the different days and what happened on each of those days, because it's a travel log, so that makes sense to me. But I figured, you have 2 of these, just use one now. It's the perfect pink color, just use it. You'll be happier if you use it than if it sits there and collects dust. So I'm glad I used that. I'm going to grab some word phrase stickers from this Jen Hadfield sticker book, and those go in the bottom right there. And I know it's a little cut off. I do have to fix my camera, but I've been in a real rush to film these since I've been in and out of town so frequently. August has been a really busy month, guys, and I'm still trucking with these videos, so I hope you guys are enjoying. And I did already mention this, but don't forget to head over to the blog to get your free download for episode U, so you can get all of your favorite story lists, and you can put it in your story idea binder or with your sketches, so that if you need a title, maybe you can look through there, or if you need to use some alphabets, you can look through there and sort of be inspired to tell different stories. These are the thickers I end up going with for the word tourist. Originally it was supposed to be tourists, but it won't fit, so tourist will work just fine for me. And these are some beautiful gold sort of bingo chip style, typewriter style letters, and they have the gold foil. And originally I wanted to stamp some more on this page, and I'm really sad that I haven't used more of those Technique Tuesday ones, stamps I mean, and they just don't go with the style of the layouts I've been creating, which is perfectly fine. You don't have to use everything that's in your stash. I just stamped it with a Heidi Swap stamp that says recorded with a check mark. This was one of only, I think, 2 times we actually went to the White House when we visited DC. We often just didn't go, but we happened to be over there, and this was the actual first time we went on this side of the White House, which I think is considered the front of the White House. So I think this is Pennsylvania Avenue, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then after that, I did pull out this roller stamp, and I do not end up using it. It would have been nice to use, I just didn't like any of the phrases on it. And if you don't like something, you don't have to use it. Maybe you should get rid of it. Let me know if you guys want a video about purging, because I think I'm going to be going through a purge very soon. I find that my stash is overwhelming. I'm using things that I don't love, that I don't need to be using, because I obviously have enough to use other things. So I think we're going to be doing a purge sometime soon, which is good for you guys because I'll probably give away all of that stuff. So stay tuned for that sometime, probably in September. And then I've mentioned this a few times before, but I do have my 10-year YouTube anniversary coming up, so I think they're going to be a giveaway at the end of August for that as well. So here are the close-ups, guys. I hope you enjoyed this layout. Again, very pastel, which is so me right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to head over to the blog, and don't forget to leave me a comment down below with what you think we should do in September. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!